I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. But I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it.
All out, turn the beat up. Hey, now I'm glad to meet ya. Turn up, girl, blow the speaker. Yeah, think about it now, blow the speaker. I'll speak louder, let's get wild tonight. Billionaire bottles, we just down. I'm like, ain't no problem, all my wrongs are right. Alright, alright, I don't like it, I love it. I got another coming in my budget. I got an anaconda in my trusty. Don't push it, cause I'ma hit it till I jackpot. That's right, wax on, baby, wax off. Act right, you can put it on a black card. All night and I'll spend it.
I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. But I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it.
All night, let me groove ya. Dance with me, turn down for who, girl? Another round to help us step the moves up. Yeah, but that round need a measuring ruler. Celebrate life and I'll pay for it. Like a body nice next to my tongue for it. Yeah, party all right, let's all aboard. Let's all aboard, all aboard. I don't like it, I love it. And them other girls, they can't touch it. Competition, that's a whole nother subject. I wanna walk it out in public. You a star, baby, just know. Let's go to the mansion or the condo. That's go, perfect time, gotta let it flow. You know I'm watching.
I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. But I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it.
Meet me at the studio. Bang a ring just like Rufio. Feel the bass that your booty go. I wanna get inside it. Run away for a few days. Think about love, baby, touche. Tied up like a shoelace. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it. I love it. I don't like it. Destiny will arrive and bring all your dreams alive for you. Oh, bring all your dreams alive for you. Destiny will arrive. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Oh, bring all your dreams alive for you.
I just wanna stay in the sun where I find I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much, but it's fun to fantasize. All my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was, but it's fun to fantasize. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride. I die for you, that's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, a bullet for you, a bullet for everybody in this room. But it don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know what I do. I'd live for you, and that's hard to do. Even harder to say when you know it's not true. Even harder to write when you know that you're not there with people back home. Which are talking to you, but then you ignore them still. All these questions, they're folded like who would you live for? Who would you die for? And would you ever kill? Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride.
I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time. Taking my time on my ride. So I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I've been thinking too much. Help me. I've been thinking too much. Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Dum da da 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 la 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 la.
out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar a double round of Crown, and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. 'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Well, I don't give a dang about nothing. I'm singing and bling blinging while the girls are drinking. Long necks down, and I wouldn't trade old Leroy or my Chevrolet for your Escalade or your freak parade. I'm the only John Wayne left in this town. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Thoroughbred, that's what she said in the back of my truck bed as I was getting buzzed on suds out on some backcountry road. We were flying high, fine as wine, having ourselves a big and rich time, and I was going just about as far as she'd let me go. But her evaluation of my cowboy reputation had me begging for salvation all night long. So I took her out gigging frogs, introduced her to my old bird dog, and sang her every Willie Nelson song I could think of, and we made love. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. What? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
much fun. It brings back the games like Family Feud, Sale of the Century, Name That Lyric. It is so much fun for everyone.
Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to another online Wednesday night quiz with your host Justin, coming at you from the Central Coast of New South Wales. And yes, can you hear me everyone? I believe the mic's on. There's little yellow lines moving. They're not going into the red, so I'm probably not quite loud enough, but let us know on the chat. I'm flying solo. I don't have Daz or Josh here with me. They're in the capital, although we are allowed to visit each other. And it's great to see that Melbourne has come out of lockdown, but it's still pretty strict, isn't it, compared to the rest of the states? But zero. We're seeing donuts in Victoria, which is fantastic. I've got friends down there and they're trying to get into venues. And apparently you need to, if you want to go to the toilet in a pub, you need to book it 3 weeks in advance. Hey, is it the Halloween special tonight? Because I'm wearing my black shirt for Halloween. Not sure if kids can go trick-or-treating this weekend. But I've got an alfoil hat. So that's my Halloween costume. I'm going as a conspiracy theorist. Because that's scary, man. That's really scary. So yes, the Central Coast Council, we're making the news. We have an $89 million debt. But that's not going to stop us doing trivias. Hello to those at the Evoca Beach. I filled in down there last Friday. And that was for Greg, who actually writes a lot of trivias. So that was big shoes to fill. And hopefully I'll be back on a Monday night at the Wallara Bay. But fingers crossed that'll happen before Christmas. But it's not looking likely. I've heard nothing. So, and well done to the winners last week was Snark Tarts. Again with the Snark Tarts. It looks like it was a closed trivia last night. I jumped on at the end and saw that I hosted it in the text. So that was interesting. Housekeeping, ladies and gentlemen. Are there any newbies playing tonight? I've got 48 people registered at this stage. Hopefully you've all signed in and got your tickets and you've jumped on the pin, which is 95868. But your handheld device is live. Your YouTube screen can have a slight delay, which we will test in a moment. But to know that you're not live, you just look for that red dot. So if you're seeing a grey dot, just think of the Central Coast Council in the red. Yes, 89 million bucks. I can't let it go. My wife works there. What's that, honey? Yeah, I'm working here. Don't worry about it. I'm talking about you, not to you. Yeah, these walls are paper thin. So I think we can get into it. So that's what has to happen. We will test your speeds to make sure your internet is happening, but do make sure you are live. All right, it's very important. Let's have a look at, we've got 55 people registered at this stage. There should be a lot more. I believe there's about 76 tickets sold. You had about 76 teams last week. And I think once we've got everyone, I think we can get started. 14 dings already. Justin, you did a great job at Evoca the other night. Oh, thank you very much, David Turner, and thank you for that cordial that you bought me. No, I appreciated that. That was very nice, rum and cordial. So, yeah, it was fun to fill in. It was hard, though. New venues are always hard. This online environment's always quite daunting as well, but I think we're getting the hang of it, and it's great to see all of you back online and ready for another trivia. It's not a Halloween special. I don't think there are any Halloween questions, but there is a Millionaire ladder. So that is going to happen tonight. We'll explain that when we get to it, but most of you have done that. So the fastest, or It's a Knockout, has been knocked out tonight. They'll be back with Darren and Josh, I'm guessing. So is everyone ready? Is everyone in? How's that? I hope that's loud enough, the music. I did manage to turn it down just a little bit. Codes of conduct, don't cheat. Don't use your Googles to find any answers. If you do, and if I do catch you Googling any answers, I will send you home. It's funny because we are home. Unless, of course, you're at your girlfriend or boyfriend's house or your family's house, because you're allowed to do that now, which is fantastic. So we're all very excited, aren't we? We can get out, but we can still jump online and do this new online trivia. So there are no prizes. The points don't matter. It's like a job at the Central Coast Council. Ouch. Love you too, honey. Let's get into this. Let's do a practice round. We're going to test the speeds. 0 points on this one. We're just looking at how fast your internet is, what the delay is between your handheld device and your YouTube, where you're actually watching the questions. Remember, the questions are live on your device. So have a look at the seconds here, and just after it gets to about 20 seconds, just compare the speeds with what's on YouTube, what sort of delay it is. So we've got 20 seconds there. What have you got? How far behind are you? All right, let's have a look at the responses there for that one. I believe that's the button. Oh, I'm in the chat. I just had to let after the chat. That's the wrong one. Sorry, this one. Here we go. Let's have a look at the speeds. So, wow, look at that. 34 teams are pretty quick. We've got 9 teams there in the D, so you've got about 9 to 10 seconds delay, do you think? So that's not great. Hopefully things will speed up. It's very overcast where I am. Not sure if that has anything to do with the internet. It might. I'm not sure. But yes, you can ask your children for help as long as their name isn't Siri. Love that in the chat. Round 1 it is, ladies and gentlemen. 25 points for the correct answer, and you will lose 5 points for the incorrect answer. We like to start them off easy, but let's see how we go. First question of the night. The famous statue David by Michelangelo is made of what? Artistic flair, hopefully. Loving the chat tonight. The options: bronze, clay, marble or timber. 10 seconds on the clock. And we've got Not So Smarticus. Well, that's me. Am I playing? I think I'm playing. Not So Smarticus. We might have... Oh, I think they missed out. It is made from marble. It's located in Florence, Italy, carved between 1501 and 1504. I like to see the speeds. It's Jeffy Chase for the points. All these guys getting the correct answer and getting within 3 seconds of the correct answer. Off to a flying start. Here's question 2. It's Kapil Dev represented which country in international cricket? Your options: Australia, England, India, Pakistan or South Africa. Going back to the 80s, was it the Weird World of Sports or the Wired World of Sports? Keep my teeth in a jar beside my bed. Soon he'll have a scar. 10 seconds on the clock. We've got the Big Kev playing and Talabudra, the randoms. All right, everyone's in, and it is India for the correct answer. 52 of you getting the correct answer. Only 22 missing out on the points. Kapil Dev, 1978, retired in 1995. Cricketing legend from India. Who's that guy? 30 seconds. Is that Christian Bale, Keanu Reeves, Ed Sheeran, or Keith Urban? I've got a feeling everyone's going to get this, but I could be wrong. Anyone play for New Zealand? Trivia Newton-John should know it. Redbank Tavern are thinking about... Oh, 2 people missed out. Blakey Town was the quickest there. And Caloundra RSL, welcome back Caloundra, and fastest for Glennis. Yeah, Keith Urban, that is Nicole Kidman's better half. I don't know, Nicole Kidman seems like a lovely lady. Keith Urban, folks, for the points. Hexacology, the flag of which country has a yellow star on a red background? Jeez. Even Bruce knew that one, Fiona. Is Bruce playing tonight? Good on you, Bruce, if you got that one. Keith Urban. The flag of which country has a yellow star on a red background? Chile, Singapore, Turkey, or Vietnam? Keenan loves his flags. 50 on Saxon's back. The Tassie girls are in. Ginninderra. Local club. That's Vietnam, of course. Vietnam. We don't have it pictured here for you, but most of you did get it right. Was anyone quick with that one? HQ Tavern 1.7. That's pretty fast. Next question. In which city is the famous Kentucky Derby run? And we're racing. Frankfurt, Lexington, Louisiana, or Louisville? Frankfurt, Lexington, Louisiana, or Louisville? Famous Kentucky Derby. Well, we know it's an American state. We're after a city. Shards, only 30 people getting it right. It was a tricky one. Louisville. It's run every year at Churchill Downs, Louisville, Kentucky, USA, on the first Saturday in May. Is anyone going to the Melbourne Cup? A few people are getting ready for it. Saw Delta dressed up for it. Where would you find this chairlift? On a cable somewhere. Let's be more specific. Here are your options. Blue Mountains, Hobart, Kuranda, Mount Kosciuszko, or just somewhere in the Sunshine Coast. I don't know, just somewhere. 20 seconds on the clock. We've got New South Wales, Tasmania, Queensland, Victoria, and Queensland in this question. I like how we did that. Fluff and stuff. They're in. Melbourne Hotel, the Tryhards. Try harder. Pub Tavern, just missed out. 47 people getting it right. That's for you Queenslanders. It's somewhere near Cairns, I believe. I have been to Kuranda. Didn't go on that, though. But it goes for 7.5 kilometres. The scenic cableway running from the Barron Gorge National Park in the wet tropics of Queensland in Kuranda. Been to the Kuranda markets. Next question, who's the artist? Have a listen.
Through a fractal on a breaking wall, I see you, my friend, and touch your face again. Miracles will happen as we dream.
They got to get in. Oh, they got in. Well done. Yeah, that is Seal. What did a lot of people go for, though? I'm quite curious. We've still got 1 second on the clock. Seal is the correct answer. 61 people getting it. And fastest was Glennis. Well done, Glennis. I want to see what people went for. Few people like Lenny Kravitz. Ziggy Marley being Bob's son. Most people getting Seal, who once dated Delta Goodrum, I believe. I think that happened. Next question is the NRL. Don't mention the umpiring. Which two teams play in the NRL preseason game known as the Charity Shield? We need two for this one. Select two. You've only got 30 seconds on the clock. Which two teams play in the NRL preseason game? The Charity Shield's always the same two. Brisbane Broncos, Newcastle Knights are there, Manly Sea Eagles, South Sydney Rabbitohs, St George Illawarra, or the West Tigers. 10 seconds on the clock. We need two responses. Choose two. Hit submit. Then you know you'll get the points. Well, a lot of teams going to miss out on the points here. 6 teams didn't get 2 answers in. 64 teams did get both correct. South Sydney Rabbitohs and St George Illawarra. Let's see the speeds. McDade's 3.6 with E and D. And a few teams went D and E, like Big Kev with 5 seconds. They prefer to put South Sydney Rabbitohs first. It's the only team that uses an animal that's a pest. Is that right? I heard that on the radio. I don't know. I follow table tennis more anyway. Next question. It's the pillar. This is not a question at all. This is double points. For this next question, we should have 50 points up for grabs on this one. We do. How's my maths tonight? For 50 points, which actor played the lead character Mike Flaherty in the US sitcom Spin City? We're talking the 90s here, people. The 90s. Spin City, a lot of people have seen this show. We're after the actor Alan Ruck, Harry Boswick, Michael Boatman, or Michael J. Fox. You got 15 seconds. The points aren't reducing. Glennis is a fan of Spin City. And from 1996 to 2000, 4 or 5 years, Rosebud, did they get in? Only 2 people missing out on the points. Michael J. Fox is the answer. Well done. Probably the last show for Michael. Got old MJ. This is the last question of the round. Most of you know how this works. You need to gamble your points away, but gamble responsibly, especially at the start of the night. So if F would be 50% of your points. If you get this next question right, you will win half of your points on top of what you've already got, or you'll lose half your points. Not so Smarticus is thinking about it. We are family here. My team is also named Bort and Danny Kika. Boardwalk Tavern. Danny and Kika. Are they in? Everyone's in. Did everyone go big? Because the question is this. Alcohol. Bacardi rum is originally from which country? Chile, Cuba, Jamaica, or Nicaragua? Excuse me, I just ate. Chile, Cuba, Jamaica, or Nicaragua? All points. The Good Wife was the last show. Well done, Glennis, with the TV knowledge there. No points, Glennis. The Good Wife. Useless Chicks are playing. Hellenic Club's in. 3 minutes for blocking. School of Rona. School of Rona got in, and, well, most people got that one wrong. It is Cuba. Bacardi rum. It's the one with the bat on it. Originally based in Havana, Cuba. Any Latinos will tell you that is the only rum to buy. It's like the Scots and their whiskey. The Cubans love their Bacardi rum. Anything else is just an imitation. That brings us to the end of round one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the round winners, shall we? The round winners joining the Hall of Fame tonight. It's the Snart Tarts. Winners from last week and possibly the week before. 413, off to a massive start. Let's have a look at the round winners. Well, that's what we just looked at. Geez, I'm good at this. Here it is. Avoca Bolo. Hang on. We've got 5 teams up there. That's amazing. Look at this. Does that happen very often? So we have 5 teams in the Hall of Fame. Just remember those names. Avoca Bolo was all the training we did last Friday for you, or the Friday before. Caloundra RSL just missing out. So that's our top 22 at this stage. We're going to get rid of that, and we're getting into round 2. Now, this time, the points will be reducing as the clock counts down, but it's a maximum 100 points when the question first appears or when I hit go on the clock. Maximum minus 20 for the incorrect answer, though. Points will reduce as the clock counts down. Hands on buzzers or handheld devices. Is everyone ready for round 2? Which was the first non-Victorian-based team to win an AFL premiership? It was exciting to have 2 Victorian teams playing in Queensland on the weekend. Wasn't a bad game, but we're after the first non-Victorian-based team to win an AFL premiership. Was it the Adelaide Crows? Brisbane, wow, very quick responses. I haven't even read the options. Brisbane Lions is B, Sydney Swans, West Coast Eagles. Sydney Swans being North Melbourne, South Melbourne. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure someone will. The Average Joes are playing in Noosa. Redbank Tavern, Rosie. It's Rosie and the Average Joes. Average Joes now AFL in Noosa. They don't. They didn't even put an answer in. West Coast Eagles won the first AFL premiership in 1992. Does anyone know who they beat? It was a team that played in the final on the weekend, and it wasn't Richmond. I want to see who was fast on that one, because I tell you what, PD Frost and the Frost Peas, 1.5 seconds for the 96 points. And then just behind that with 95 points was HQ Tavern. Loving the sport questions tonight. Carlton maybe? It was Geelong. What colour does blue litmus paper become in acid when they're doing litmus tests? 30 seconds, 100 points, reducing. What colour does blue litmus paper become in acid? Black, blue, green, red, or yellow? Don't go on the colours on your screen because it's very confusing. Black is blue on your screen, blue is orangey, green is green for C, maybe that's a clue. Red is yellow, yellow is purple. Rosebud, what do you reckon? Is it the colour rose? No, it could be a red rose. It is the colour red. What do people go for on that one? Colours like the rainbow up there, but 57 people getting the correct answer. Let's go to Disney. Which Disney film is based on a work by Victor Hugo? Here are the options: Aladdin, Mulan, Pocahontas, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Not a lot of kids' movies out at the moment. 20 seconds on the clock. Points are reducing. Victor Hugo, Aladdin, Mulan, Pocahontas, or The Hunchback of Notre Dame? The Disney film is The Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1996 animated movie. It's the 34th Disney animated feature film based on the 1831 French novel written by Victor Hugo. Back to sports. It's a car brand. Which sports car brand features a bull on its logo? Don't think we needed the comma there. Which sports car brand features a bull on its logo? Do we need the options? Yes, we do. Some very fast responses there. Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, or Maserati? Balls of trivia are playing tonight. Any newbies tonight? Anyone from New Zealand playing tonight? I'm always impressed with the technology when people play from overseas. It is the Lamborghini with the bull. Actually, let's just quickly check the responses on that one because the Days 1.2. There's our record tonight. 97 points. That's very fast. Faster than a Lamborghini, in fact. Next question. Which of these cities does the River Nile flow through? Just choose one. Algiers, Bamako, Gaborone, or Juba. Have a drink if I'm pronouncing things wrong. It's a drinking game. If the host pronounced something wrong, you have a drink. Of water or tea, of course. Algiers, Bamako, Gaborone, or Juba. Yeah, see, Keenan, you can't be fast and wrong. You either get it right or you're just not fast. Hellenic Club, 2 people missed out. Only 27 people. Was a tough question. The River Nile flows through, it's a river port. Juba is a river port, the southern terminus of the traffic along the Nile in South Sudan. Well done to the 27 people that did get it right. Look at that, all over the place with the responses. Mame is the national anthem of which one of these countries? Would anyone like to sing it for us? Mame is the national anthem of Albania, Belarus, Finland, Slovakia. Mame. A few people getting in pretty quick on this one. No, they don't make Bacardi there. They make Bacardi Cuba. 10 seconds on the clock. Red Bank Tavern's playing tonight. Trans-Tasmans. They're in from New Zealand. It's like 10 o'clock at night there right now. Maybe. Red Bank and Rosie and the Rosebud. It's the Battle of the Roses. 54 people getting it right. Mame means our land in the Finnish language. If you're quite finished, it's Finland. And they wrote that in 1848. What should be our national anthem? You're the Voice by Johnny Farnham? Yeah, I think so. Which of these actors appeared in the 1961 movie The Hustler? Anyone born in the 90s doing this trivia tonight? I do apologise for this question. Ask your grandparents. Which of these actors appeared in the 1961 movie The Hustler? Sean Connery, Rock Hudson, Paul Newman, salad dressing, or John Wayne? 10 seconds on the clock. You know Kello, Dumb and Dumber. How are they doing tonight? Doing all right. It's the Useless Chicks and Dumb and Dumber. Perfect name. Everyone got in though. It's Paul Newman. 1961, The Hustler. It was shot in New York. Paul Newman as Fast Eddie Felson, for anyone old enough that saw that one. It's not a movie about a nudie magazine. Ha ha. The Taj Mahal was constructed with which material? Back to the materials. The Taj Mahal pictured there. Is it granite, ivory, marble, or opal? Geez, I tell you, it better not be ivory. 20 seconds on the clock. I mean, it's not like it's a piano. The Test Eagles are playing tonight. Welcome back, Test Eagles. You know, there's a band with that name in Adelaide. Tassie Girls were in. 63 people getting it right. It is marble. Of course, that was built for his wife. He was, what was he, like an emperor or a prince in India, and built that as a monument to his wife. It's losing its white shine, apparently, all the pollution and the birds. The Taj. Next question is to the calendar. How many calendar months have 30 or less days in our Gregorian calendar? How many calendar months have 30 or less days? Is it 3, 4, 5, or 6? Could be a theme here tonight, Murray. It's definitely not Halloween. 15 seconds on the clock I've got. People are doing the knuckles. 31, 30, 31. Useless Chicks. Average Josie Noosa. Sit back. Join the storm. I think Noosa just missed out on that one. It is 5. So we've got February 28 or 29, September, April, June, and November have 30 days. Last question for round 2. Crank up the volume. Turn me down. It's a music question. You're going to hear a bit of a song. It's going to cut off midway through the lyrics. You need to choose the next line from the 4 options. What is the next line of this song?
Well, we're living here and now in town, and they're closing all the factories down. Out in Bethlehem, they're filling time, filling our horns, standing in line. Well, our fathers fought the Second World War, spent their weekends on the Jersey Shore, met our mothers in the USO.
There it is. There are your options. Wally Bay's playing tonight. Triviale, Newton-John's, only 29 people getting it. It is, of course, Billy Joel's Allentown. Last line you hear is met our mothers in the USO. Is that what it is, or is it USA? USO. So the next line is asked them to dance or dance, depending if you're from Adelaide or not. Only 29 people getting the correct answer. Was anyone fast with Billy Joel? Dog, Parrot and Spickles, 92 points with Blakey Town. I believe that could be Glennis. Can't be sure. That brings us to the end of round 2. Of course, we had 5 Hall of Famers. Who's our Hall of Famers now? 856. It is the Dog, Parrot, Spickles, Snark Tarts. You're sharing that position with 4 other teams. Let's have a look at the round scores now. Wow, Dog and Parrot. That's, well, of course, so they definitely won that round by a comfortable 31 points, I think. My maths isn't that good. Like to have a look at the actual scores now. This is where everyone sees. So it is Dog and Parrot and the Snark Tarts very close second. And Justin, great name for a trivia name, in the 3rd position with Hellenic Club. Let's see if we can have a look at some more teams. This doesn't always work for me for some reason. I'll just try it again. No, not working at this stage. I will give it a go and we will scan through all the teams. Just going to have one more attempt. No. Oh, that might have been it. No. Oh, it is going down. There we go. We're moving down through the teams. 66, is that right? Is that all our teams tonight? New times. People are being released out into the wild now, so heading to their actual venues, which is great to see. Next round is the Millionaire Ladder. Everyone's favourite. Maybe not. Most of you will know how this works. So as we work our way through the questions, you move up the ladder. Once you get to a white safety net, which the first one is at 3, 150 points, you will not go down if you get the incorrect answer. But if you do get the incorrect answer on any other ones, you will move down. Wherever you're sitting at the end of this round, that's how many points you and your family or your team get. So massive 500 points up for grabs for the Millionaire Ladder. Here's the first question for the first rung on the ladder for 50 points. Which Australian Test cricket ground usually hosts the Boxing Day Test? Is it the Adelaide Oval, Bellarine, Gabba, MCG, or the SCG? 20 seconds on the clock now. Glennis says we've got 74 teams. There might be more teams. 8 seconds on the clock. 4 seconds still to spare, and only 8 people getting it wrong, so 8 people will remain at 0 off the ladder, and the 66 people move up a spot. Next question, it's, oh yes, Cascade beer is traditionally produced in which Australian state? Hello if you're from there playing tonight. Not sure if we do have anyone playing from Queensland, Victoria, Tasmania or Western Australia tonight. See, now that's just made me thirsty, you know. That is honestly one of the best light beers going around. Does everyone agree with me? Well, you're 74 people got the beer question right. Well, I think every question is just going to be about beer, booze now. Wine, Bacardi, Cascade Premium Light. Everyone moves up a spot. So we have 88. Yeah, well, look at that. 74 teams are playing tonight, and we've got most of them on 100 points. Next question for the safety net. Bribie Island is located off the coast of which Australian state? Hello, if you're from this state. I believe we've got people playing from New South Wales, Queensland, Tasmania, and unlocked Victoria. Bribie. We're doing a bit of a tour of Australia at the moment. Bribie Island. Yes, it is Queensland. It's a massive sandbar, and I believe it got split in two. Is that right? There was a big storm, and now there's two of them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Queenslanders. Everyone except for one team got that. Moving up the ladder, what animal featured on the 1 cent coin? Here's one where you need to ask your grandparents. What animals featured on the 1 cent coin? Tiny copper coin, the feather-tailed glider, kangaroo, koala, or platypus? I guess this is a question for those playing in Canberra tonight. Anyone from Canberra, 10 seconds on the clock. Buffing staff got in, 50 people moving up the rung, past the first safety net and into 200 points. The feather-tailed glider on the tiny 1 cent piece. 5 cent piece cost the mint, 5.3 cents to make. So we need to get rid of it. Next question for the ladder. Which sport is played at Louis Armstrong Stadium? Jazz isn't a sport. Which sport is played at Louis Armstrong Stadium? Is it baseball, basketball, soccer, or tennis? No other sports allowed. And does it relate to a trumpet at all? Ten seconds. Shifty and Saxon. Prefer the sax and the trumpet. Trans-Tasmans. Only 16 people getting it right. Louis Armstrong Stadium, tennis stadium of the Billie Jean King National Tennis Centre. Armstrong was the main stadium before Arthur Ashe Stadium opened in 1997. So it was the Louis Armstrong Stadium. Wow, we've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 teams halfway up the ladder. Get a question wrong and you move down a spot, unless, of course, you're in third place there. But only 16 people getting that one. Who is not one of my children, we think? James, Michael, Harris, or Prince? One of those is not a child's name of Michael Jackson. James, Michael, Harry, or Prince? There's a storm happening right now in Brisbane. Thanks for the weather update, Glennis.
Your word is mine. Okay,
That is playing in the IP crowd. It's the IP crowd of fluffy stuff. And now it's fluffy stuff. Don't think the Jackson 5s, we're thinking his children. So Michael Jackson has 3 children, Paris, Michael, Prince, or Blanket. So James is not one of his childs. What is the name of the largest moon in our solar system? Callisto, Deimos, Europa, or Ganymede? "20 seconds on the clock." Yeah, Blanket. Dog and Parrot. 3 seconds, Dog and Parrot. Everyone got in. Who's moving up? 45 teams getting it right. We've now got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 teams in 7th position on the ladder. 3 away from the big 500 points. The largest moon is Ganymede. That's hanging around Jupiter. And they found water on the moon. And do you know how much water they found? About this much. And they want to bring it back to Earth? No, they don't. They just want to grow plants and build rocket ships out of the tiny amount of water that's in the moon. Let's leave space and go to Russia. What was Russian Marxists revolutionary Trotsky's real first name? Do you want me to say that again? Because I don't want to. Here are the options: Leonidas, Leonard, Leonid, or Lev. Answer begins with an L. What was Russian Marxists revolutionary Trotsky's real first name? Oh, Astrid's having problems with the internet, so the weather does affect the internet. the cloud coverage bouncing off satellites. We could lose a few teams due to the storm. I think that storm's been in Canberra for a while, hasn't it? I heard about that about 3 hours ago. Redbank Tavern. Redbank Tavern missed out. We've still got 3 teams down the bottom there. 2, 4, 6, 8 teams now in 8th position. A few teams dropped down into the 6th safety net. But 8 teams now with 400 points. So it was Lev Davidovich Bronstein, 1879 to 1940, a Russian revolutionary. Well done for those that did get that one. That was a tough one. Which of these cities is closest to the equator? Geography question. To move up into 9th spot, Cairo, Kuala Lumpur, Lima, or Nairobi? Closest to the equator. Geography question. It looks like we have stormy weather in Canberra and in Queensland. 5 seconds on the clock. 74 teams. Are they going to get in? Ooh, the useless chicks. Yes, everyone got in, but only 16 got the points. Who moves into 9th position? One team in 9th position. It is a team with keypad 2. Is it Dings for Keenan? Is that right? Am I correct in saying that? Well done. Even Josh can pronounce Nairobi. I'm sure I was pronouncing it right. Have a drink, everyone. So this is the last question. We've got one team in 9th position that could get 500 points. We've got a bunch of teams in the 7th position and 3 teams on the bottom rung. This next question could earn you 50 points, ladies and gentlemen. Last one for Millionaire Ladder. Of which country was Greenland a colony right up until 1979? Which country was Greenland a colony until 1979? Denmark, Iceland, Russia, Sweden. I think we're going to get 1,000 points. Third drink. Glad I can help, man. That's 20 seconds on the clock. Nairobi. My team is AI. Bin Dogs are playing. My team is also named Bort. And the useless chicks. Team Bort. Did the Borts get in? I don't think so. Did we get someone at the top of the ladder? Of course, Denmark. The Great Danes. No. Is anyone at the top there? I don't know. It doesn't look like anyone moved up. No. So 52 people getting that right, though. During World War II, when Germany invaded Denmark, Greenlanders became socially, economically less connected to Denmark. That brings us to the end of the round. Let's have a look at how that went on that last question. Oh, I don't know what that means. Round winners. Dings for Keenan was in 2nd position for 450 points. Well done. And I'm going to try and bring up the actual scores now. I'd like to see everyone's scores if we can, if my computer will allow. Let's go. Here we are. We're rolling through it now. Trans-Tasmans are there in 60th position. You know Kello's back. Titanic Swim Team are back. Kev 2 is here. Average Joe's, Caloundra RSL, Blakey Town, Test Eagles. Dumb and Dumber, great team name, in 74th position with 74 teams. Wally Bay, 69th. School of Rona. There you all are. That's our leaderboard. And if I go up, we should get to the top. There they are, Dog and Parrot leading, Eltham, Hellenic Club. We've got we've got IT and TI. See, now that's very confusing for my brain. Are they neighbours? Are the houses opposite each other? Canberra Space Cadets are playing. And where are my Avoca buddies? We trained you up a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, let's get into the next round. It is round 4. We'll have a break after this round, ladies and gentlemen. We are racing through the rounds tonight. This one, much like round 2, except different questions, of course. 100 points for the correct answer. You'll get minus 20 for the incorrect answer. And again, the points will reduce as the clock counts down. Is everyone ready? How are the storms going? People are losing their internet connectivity due to the storm. We've got a storm in Brisbane, a storm in Canberra. I'm feeling very surrounded right now on the Central Coast. Victoria are probably happy, trying to book in a restaurant. You need to book 3 weeks in advance, Victorians, because everybody wants to go out in Victoria. Here we go, round 4. It's the NFL. That's American Gridiron. Which NFL team is based in New Orleans? Is it the Buccaneers, the Falcons, the Rams, or the Saints? A few people Alyssa says nothing here, meaning you've got no internet or you've got no storms. Where's Alyssa at? And is that short from Alyssa? Which then Mel would be short from Alyssa. Bungalow Hotel, Wally Bay. See you on a Monday. 52 people getting it right. It is the Saints. Anyone fast on that one? Jeffy Chase, 1.7 with 95 points. Well done. It is the Saints, professional American football team based in New Orleans. When the Saints come marching in what year did Nazi Germany invade the Soviet Union? This is another one for you grandparents or anyone who studied a bit of history. What year did Nazi Germany invade the Soviet Union? Very bad move on Hitler there. 1939, 1941, 1943, or 1945. 15 seconds on the clock. Tazzy Girls, that, my friends, was 1941. It was called Barbarossa. It was actually one of the largest invasions of a country in the history of warfare when they invaded a 2,900 kilometer front. If you go to Russia, they'll actually show you a line where they stopped the Germans. There's a picket fence and they haven't touched it, and it's like, that's where we stopped the Germans. It's still there to this day. I've heard about that anyway. Punk protesters Pussy Riot are from which country? Haven't heard anything from these guys in a while. They are obviously a punk band. They've been to a few court cases, not just because of their name, but because of their protests. 20 seconds on the clock. France, Germania, Sweden, or Russia? 10 seconds on the clock. Not so smart because it's still playing. We're up to season 6A or B. 55 people getting it right. The Pussy Riots are Russian feminist protest punk rock group. I haven't heard any songs from them in the last 10 years, so they might be washed up. Does anyone want to be quick on that one? No. Oh, yeah, Frosty Peas, 1.6. 95 points, equal with the HQ Tavern. And 3 minutes for blocking. Next question, a bit of animation now. Which Pixar film features the pictured character? A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Toy Story, or Up? Maybe they are still in jail at Pussy Riot. They could do a great Elvis Presley song. Johnny Cash, he likes a good jail song. Hope Island Tavern are playing the Aces. Hope Island, thinking about it, recognise him. It is Monsters Inc., 65 people getting it. It looked like someone was pretty quick. Look at that. Twee, 375 days a year, 1.25 getting 96 points, along with a few other teams there. 3 minutes for blocking, very fast tonight as well. So Monsters Inc., that was Randall Randy Boggs, one of the two main antagonists in Monsters Inc., for those that have seen it. Next question, who has been the tallest president of the United States of America? When we say tallest, we mean above sea level, right? Tallest, Bill Clinton, Herbert Hoover, Abraham Lincoln, or Ronald Reagan? I feel like Donald Trump should have been on this list. Donald Trump should be there. He's towering over Biden, not on the polls. 65 people getting it right. Abraham Lincoln. Lyndon B. Johnson was second, actually, 1.91 meters, but Abe's 1.93 meters tall. Back when he was the prez. Donald Trump, he's somewhere up there though. He's pretty tall. Most people getting it right with still 12 seconds to spare. Next question, how far is the run leg in an Olympic triathlon? The run leg, not the running leg, the actual section where they run after they've swam and cycled. 3 kilometers. 5 kilometers, 8 kilometers, 10 kilometers, or way too long, 12 kilometers. Come on, I've just swam and ridden a bike. What do you want from me? Olympic triathlon, anyone into it? Very popular in the Sunshine Coast, parts of Victoria and possibly Sydney. Not so big in Adelaide. Hellenic Club, Ginninderra. Anyone playing from South Australia tonight? Hometown shout-outs. It's 10 kilometers, folks, so you go for a swim. 1.5 Ks, 1,500 meters. Then you ride a bike for 40 kilometers, and then you have to run for 10 kilometers. And it made its debut at the Sydney Olympic Games in 2000. Let's see how fast you are with the triathlon. 3 minutes for blocking. Loving the speeds tonight. And it's TI, not to be confused with IT, of course. Next question, it's more history. The Battle of Crecy took place during which of these conflicts? That reminds me, I should have ironed my shirt tonight. The Battle of Crecy took place during which of these conflicts? Here are your options. The Fourth Crusade, the 100 Years' War, the Napoleonic Wars, or World War I. How far back do we have to go? 15 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds now. You see on the spot, it's just the Tassie girls. You still got a bit of time. Everyone's very fast, and most people getting that incorrect. The Battle of Crecy fought in northern France in 1346. The 100 Years' War. Did it run for 100 years? Probably not. Probably ran for like 7 years or something like that. What does a Pascal unit measure? For the engineers or the scientists now, this is your question. 30 seconds. What does a Pascal unit measure? Elevation, light level, pressure, radioactivity, speed, or the temperature? How is the temperature in Canberra right now? Glennis requesting the fastest. Hopefully it was for this question. 116 years, Keenan thinks. The 100 Years' War. Rosebuds, just thinking about it. 64 people getting it right. It is pressure. Anyone feeling the pressure tonight? Look at the speeds. Look at all the teams with 95 points. Yeah, that's Glennis. No wonder she wanted to see the speeds. Trans-Tasmans, folks, I believe they're playing in New Zealand, and look at them in top spot there, 1.5 seconds on the internet. There is no storm between here and New Zealand, it looks like. Next question on your screens. In which year was this song released? And now I shall press play. I believe everyone got in. 45 people getting the right answer. It is, of course, Cyndi Lauper. I'd like to see what people put for this one. It was 1983 with Girls Just Want to Have Fun. A lot of people went for 1986. So, massive song for Cyndi. Time After Time. Who wrote that for Cyndi Lauper? Does anyone know? Does anyone want to know? It was Prince. Prince wrote it. Last question for the round, ladies and gentlemen, then we'll take a short break. And when I mean short, I mean like 5 minutes. Which three of these US states is the Yellowstone National Park located in? Which three of these? You need to choose three and then hit submit. We need 3 responses. Be quick. 30 seconds on the clock. Idaho, Nebraska, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming. Choose 3. If you get 2 out of the 3, I don't know, we might give you some points. We're feeling generous. I'm not sure how the point system works. Astrid was 20. That makes you 33 now, Astrid. Happy birthday. I think 2 people are going to miss out on the points here. 63 people getting it right. The correct answer is Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. No Dakotas and no Nebraska. Did anyone get in there? These are correct answers, A, F, and B. Look at that, the IT crowd. Well done. 192 points. Big points to be earned, that one. And that does bring us to the end of the first half of the night and a little bit over. We've still got 3 rounds to go. Jeopardy rounds coming up. We are going to take a break, but let's have a look at the round winners. Joining the Hall of Fame, it's the Snark Tarts. Twice in there. Well done. We'll have a look at the round scores now. So it's a pretty close round there. There's our top 22. And the scores now, we'll just go through them. Ginandera Not So Smartix is 48th place. Titanic Swim Team. Noosa's moved up a few spots. Blakey Town's there. Caloundra, School of Rona. Dumb and Dumber still maintaining that spot in 74th place. Wally Bay's dropped down to 72. That's our leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to take a 5-minute break. Enjoy the tunes, and I believe the bar is open, so we'll see you shortly.
I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, that summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, those wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Ain't no use in complaining when you got a job to do. Spend my evenings down at the drive-in, and that's when I met you, yeah. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that you wait forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. Man, we were killing the time. We were young and restless. We needed to unwind. I guess nothing can last forever, forever, no. Yeah. And now the times are changing. Look at everything that's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old 6-string, think about you, wonder what went wrong. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that it lasts forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. It was the summer of '69. Oh yeah, me and my baby at I left my heart to the zappers round K-Sand, and I sold my soul with no cigarettes to the black market man. I've had the Vietnam cold turkey, from the ocean to the Silver City, and it's only I the vets could understand about the long forgotten dockside guarantees, how there were no V-Day heroes in 1973, and how we sailed in a Sydney harbor. Her son opened but who couldn't kiss her. Well, she was blind and I was home to Lucky Land. She was like so many more from that time on. The lives were all so empty until they found
are back. I'm going to stop that song abruptly and get back into it. How is everyone doing? There's a few storms around. I'm enjoying the weather updates on the live chat here. Darren's sending some fudge around to people. Raining in Garland right now. And Darren wants to twist my arm about something. Is this about supporting the Raiders? I'm happy to support the Raiders. I was very disappointed when they got out. And Smarticus episode 6A is online. Quite a few people have jumped on that one, so it looks like a popular one. So there could be a Smarticus 6B as well, but we're hoping to get more hosts on there because it is a lot of fun. We've got some thunder hanging around George's house. So quickly just looking at the top scores now. Snarktarts, come on, someone's got to beat these guys or girls or both. The Spickles, who came second last week, I recognise that name. So it's a similar scene from last week. And the IT, who is split with TI, they're in different states, followed closely by Canberra in fourth place. Geez, I hope my mic's on. I hate it when I talk to myself. Looks like everyone can hear me. Is everyone back from the bar? I know I certainly am. Moved on from water. I like to get the first half out of the way and then we can just relax a bit and have some fun. We've done round 4. It's a close trivia. Are the Snarktarts going to win 2 in a row? Keenan's not back yet. Is he actually back or is he walking around sending a little text message? Glennis is on Smarticus. Which episode, Glennis? And what was the question? And did any of us get it right? Glennis is on 6A. Why is there a 6A and a 6B? Why are there, AA batteries, AAA batteries, and then it goes straight to C batteries, C size? There's no Bs. It's just AAA and then Cs. There's no B batteries, folks. All right, let's get into this before I start rambling. Oh, too late. Here we go. Round 5 is the Jeopardy round. Various topics. You choose your own risk factor. 0 to 100 points available to you. Let's start with most people's favourite, shall we? Round 5, Jeopardy. The first question is geography. So do you like your geography? Hit F. Everyone very fast on the responses there. If you're not sure and you don't want to play this question, just hit A for 0 points. You'll lose nothing, but you'll gain nothing. Trivial Newton-John. So everyone's a professional. Everyone knows what they're doing. Rosebud, just restos. Having a rest. Rosebud. Choose a letter. How many points do you want to earn on this next question? It's up to you. It's your choice. We're going to go to the question. Maybe they're still at the bar. Does anyone know what's happened to Rosebud? Have we lost them? Are they not back yet? Here we go. Here's the question. It's geography and it's Australia. What percentage of Australia's area is Western Australia? You can look at your Google Maps very quickly for this. Rosebud! 25 seconds on the clock. What percentage of Australia's area is Western Australia? And should they become their own country? Oh, there's plenty of people in WA that want to do that. How big is WA? You got to count Tasmania. 5 seconds on the clock. 18%, 24, 26, 33, 39, 46, and 33% is the correct answer. So you would say that's a third, wouldn't you? A third of the country is made up of Western Australia, and we're not welcome there at the moment. 39 people getting it right. Anyone fast on that one? It's Keenan. He's back. Look at that. Full 100 points. Look at the teams. Maybe the points aren't reducing. Let's check the next question. Oh, no, of course, you chose the points and you got them. That's how it works. That's how Jeopardy works. Choose how many points you want to earn on this next question or lose. It's a science question. It's biology. Chatswood's playing. Rosebuds. There they are. They're still at the bar. Darren, I'm on a pale ale. James Squire. Rosebuds, we've lost them. They're still at the bar. Give them a call, someone, if you've got them. But we're into this next question. We're all in. 74 teams are in. Here's the question. Which acid is present in the human stomach? Depends on what you just ate, right? Here are your options: citric, hydrochloric, nitric, or sulfuric. One of those acids is present in pretty much all human stomachs. For the biology science question tonight. Just malt. 10 seconds on the clock. Boardwalk Tavern, Sporty Merc, the Big Kev. Big Kev, did they get in? 56 people getting it. It's hydrochloric acid in your stomach. 18 people going, really? Wow. Let's have some music then. So here is your music Jeopardy question. I won't say if it's young or old, but it could have been recorded on vinyl monotone, I'm guessing. Halls of Trivia, what do you reckon? Do you like your classics? And the second spoke, RUC, is this Canberra? The second spoke? Yes, it is. There's the tick. Everyone's in for the 100 points. Hopefully that's what you went for. It's old school. Which member of this band wore heavy framed glasses?
Hey there, Georgie girl, swinging down the street so fancy-free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there,
10
Georgie
seconds for the
girl,
song.
why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear?
Red Bank are wondering what we just heard. Well, let me tell you, that is an Australian band, The Seekers, and some of them are still getting around and performing still. The song, of course, Georgie Girl, and the heavy framed glasses was, of course, worn by Buddy Holly. And also Athol Guy from The Seekers. Lovely band, only 45 people getting it right. Who was fast on that one? Switchy, showing your age there. And went for the big one, 100 points. Well done to those teams. Getting maximum points for The Seekers. Let's have some literature in our Jeopardy round. Literature. It's a novel we're going to be after, or an author. Something about books. Okay, everyone is in. I'm just reading the chat, trying to work out whether Glennis should have a fourth drink or not. I don't know, Glennis. Are you working tomorrow? Eh. All right, here's the question. Who wrote the novel The Casual Vacancy? Stephen King, C.S. Lewis, J.K. Rowling, or J.R.R. Tolkien? A lot of initialism in this one. The Casual Vacancy. Has anyone read it? Seen the movie, perhaps? I saw that there is a movie. 4 free quotes are playing tonight. As are the tryhards. Tryhards in Melbourne Hotel. We still got you. Yes, 44 people getting it right. It is J.K. Rowling. What did everyone go for? Few people like Stephen King and C.S. Lewis, but it's J.K. Rowling, of course, of Harry Potter fame. That was a book released in 2012. Has anyone read it? Anyone at all? No, we prefer the movies, do we? Well, let's do movies. Here's the movie question. Bet big on this one. Halls of Trivia. Shifty on Saxonwood. Do you like your classics, Halls of Trivia? Do you like your really old movies? No? You're too young for this? Maybe don't bet big, because this is a classic. Which of these actors does not appear in the 1943 film Casablanca? Grandpa! Get Grandpa back. 1943, Casablanca. Has everyone seen it? Probably not. Which one does not appear? Ingrid Bergman, Humphrey Bogart, Paul Henreid, or James Stewart? One of those doesn't appear in the Casablanca film. The rest do. It's a classic. Marneel Teal wants to see the fastest. 10 seconds on the clock. Marneel's like, this is my question. The White House, or the House is White. Melbourne Hotel, Tassie Girls. Noosa. Everyone surviving the storm. James Stewart was not in Casablanca. Most people have heard of it. We want to see the fastest. It's that team. Twee, 375 days a year, 2.2 seconds. Talabudgera. Well done. Getting the maximum points. TI's back there as well. Nixter's in the top 9 for the speeds. Let's go to the animals for the vets. Animal question following this. How many points would you like to earn? No, Glennis, I've never seen Casablanca either. Wally Bay, are you still with us? Keenan, are you still with us? Animals. Just waiting on a response for them. Wally Bay now. So while we're waiting for Wally Bay, I'll just mention that Monday nights is QuizXpress Trivia. It was a lot of fun. Wrapping up in March, of course. Wally Bay's in. Monday nights at the Wally Bay Hotel on the Central Coast. Here's the question. What type of kangaroo is the largest living marsupial? 4 to choose from. The eastern grey, the red kangaroo, the tree kangaroo, or the western grey. Seconds on the clock. Nikki rates the movie Casablanca. Nikki's just given it 5 stars. Largest living marsupial is in our country. The manager. 62 people getting it. What did most? It's the red kangaroo or the Tanunda is the correct answer. What do people go for? The eastern grey was the next popular one, but most people getting it. The big red kangaroo for the points. So that was a red kangaroo picture there. Yes, true. History Jeopardy now. We've had a lot of history tonight. We have had a lot of history. And I think we've got time to use up all these questions. Just checking the time. Dumb and Dumber could do with some points. You know Kello? No, I haven't met Kello. Uno. Dumb and Dumber now. Just waiting on Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, there are some big Eastern Greys in Canberra. Here we go. The history question. Wow. In 17 to 9 Common Era, who succeeded Vespasian as Emperor of Rome? 79 Common Era or before Christ, I think we can call that. Here are your options. Augustus, Caligula, Nero, or Titus. I'm pretty sure I'm saying D correctly, am I? 20 seconds on the clock. Correct me if I'm wrong. Astrids there battling the big Eastern Greys and the Storms. 79 Common Era. And Tasman's New Zealand, 33 people getting it right, most people getting it wrong. It is Titus. Anyone fast? Dog and Parrot are coming second to Snark Tarts, who also got 100 points on this one. Be interesting to see the leaderboard after this round. Still got plenty of questions to go. Looks like we've got a bit of time, so I don't think we need to skip any. CE is Common Era, as opposed to before Christ, for all the people that perhaps get offended by the fact that we use before Christ in our times. Next question is sport. A lot of people quick with the sport, going straight for F on this one. Useless chicks. Fastest for Glennis. Blakey Town's on the text at the moment. Busy doing that, trying to get the text line happening. You know Kello, Malvern Hotel. It's good to learn things every night, Nick Smuts. Malvern Hotel, what's happening? They're literally at the bar. Yep, they're in. Sport question. Juan Manuel Fangio was a superstar in which sport in the 1950s? So we could call this sport and history. Juan Manuel Fangio was a superstar in which sport? Baseball, Formula One, soccer, or tennis? For him, it would have been foosball, though, I'm pretty sure, with a name like Juan Manuel. I don't think the Juans of the world would have called soccer. Hellenic, Buff and Stuff, Useless Chicks. Or was it a clue? No, it wasn't. Juan Martel was a racing car driver from Argentina, dominated the first decade of Formula One racing, winning the World Drivers' Championships 5 times. Television. This is for you, Glennis. She's watched them all. Television question. Trans-Tasmans, still thinking about it. A few people on the text, still debating after death, AD. Not sure they use that anymore. So Glennis is watching TV right now while doing this. That's incredible. All right, here we go. Here's the question. What TV show was this theme from? And if this is Sons of Anarchy, I'm leaving. Yeah, 73 people getting it right. It is, of course, a country practice, classic Australian TV show. Big in the 80s, probably wrapped up by the late 80s. I can't remember. But 73 people getting it, and I think a few people, Keenan was very quick on that one. A lot of teams getting the 100 points. This is the last question for geography. We're ending how we started with last question for Jeopardy, sorry. It is geography. That's how we started this round. So we're going to finish with a geography question. If you like that last one, you might not like this one. Big geography question for the 100 points. Looks like most people were... how can someone get that wrong? Oh, yeah, I could have. Maybe. Boardwalk Tavern, the Sporty Merc. Not the Thirsty Merc. Under the Boardwalk are in. Everyone's in. Here's the last question for Jeopardy. What is the longest river in Europe? Here's the list of 5. Danube, the Dnieper, the Ural, the Chora, or the Volga. Bernice wants to see fastest, and then she's going to go over and watch some TV. Talk about multitasking. 15 seconds on the clock. A lot of teams still to get in for the longest river in Europe. Boardwalk Town and the Melbourne Hotels. What do you reckon it is? It's the Volga. Longest river in Europe. It goes through central Russia into the Caspian Sea. It's regarded as the national river of Russia. It's the Volga. Don't swim in it. You'll freeze. Except for in summer, of course. 40 people getting it right. Glennis wants to see the fastest, and there she is. Blakey Town, 1.7 seconds on the clock. That brings us to the end of round 5. Let's see who the Hall of Famers are for round 5. It's the Snark Tarts. They have got 3 on the board now. Of course, they're sharing that first one with 4 other teams. We must remember that. But the Snark Tarts are romping it in. Let's have a look at the round 4 of that one. Oh, look at this. There's lots of teams that could have got in there. Ginandera, Useless Chicks. My computer just chooses the same people. My computer loves the Snark Tarts. Pasco, the Oncoming Storm. That's a good team name tonight. Taste the Rainbow. There is definitely a theme tonight. Spickles, runners up from last week, also topped out on that round. Let's have a look at the scores. This might be the last time we look at the scores. So there's our top 22. Pasco now in 5th. IT and TI battling it out in 2 different states or territories at the moment. Let's go through next screen. As you can see, Red Bank, the George, that's probably Canberra. Going Garland's there, that's another one from Canberra. Not so smart because that could be anywhere. You know, Kello could be anywhere. Tweed 375. And in 66th place, fastest for Glennis, Caloundra in 65th. Oh, look, Dumb and Dumber moved up a few spots in 72nd. It's the Corona Kids now on a humble 137. The Trans-Tasman 63. Test Eagles. There you all are. So 74 teams tonight. And we've got 2 rounds to go. It's still anyone's trivia. Round number 6. 100 points for the correct answer. Minus 20 for incorrect answer. The points will reduce as the clock counts down. Don't cheat. Don't Google any answers. Just get in. Play clean. Play fair. Let's go. Round 6. In what lane did the Great Fire of London begin in 1666? We're after a famous lane. Was it Angel Lane, Chancery, Kinghorn, or Pudding Lane? Great Fire of London. If anyone knows the story, they'll be very quick on the correct answer here. Avoca Bolo's there. Terry's been to the lane, had his photo taken. Yes, it is Pudding Lane. The fire did start in the baker's house back in 1666, spread rapidly west across the city of London. Of course, what was it? It was September, so it was a kind of a hot night, and everything was made of thatch and timber. Disastrous. Well done, Pudding Lane. Anyone quick on that one? Trans-Tasmans beating the Aussies. Which 2 of these are Jewish celebrations? You need to choose 2 on this one. Ashura, Hajj, Hanukkah, Palm Sunday, Vesak, or Yom Kippur. Choose 2. 2 are Jewish celebrations. The other 4 are just made-up words, possibly. 10 seconds on the clock. 2 seconds. Oh, I think people are going to miss out. We needed 2 responses. Hanukkah and Yom Kippur are the 2 Jewish celebrations. Well done for the teams that got it. 6 teams missing out. Possibly just put one answer. With the top score there, 176 for Twee and fastest for Glennis. To the nearest million, what is the population of this country? 100 million, 110 million, 125, or 150 million. We're basing it as of February 11th, 2018. So it's pre-COVID, but I don't think this country's lost millions of people. The United States is working on it, as are some European countries and South American countries. Wally Bay's there, need to get in. For the nearest million, what is the population of Japan? 127 million, so 125 is the correct answer. C. A lot of people went for 150 and 110, but 49 people getting the right answer. Next question, back to Australia. Where was Ned Kelly's last stand? Albury, Glenrowan, Melbourne, or Seymour? A principal from The Simpsons. 20 seconds on the clock. Such is life. 71 people getting it right. Glenrowan, I bet a lot of people have been there. Jeffrey Gardner wants to see the fastest on that one. It's Jeffy Chase. That's got to be Jeffrey. I see the connection. 1.3, getting the 96 points, as did a lot of teams there. Looks like 7 teams getting 96 points, being very fast with the Ned Kelly question, possibly because you've actually been there. Next question. The College of Cardinals meet to elect which important figure? The College of Cardinals meet to elect which important figure? We've got 5 to choose from. The Archbishop of Canterbury. Wow, very quick on the responses. Grand Mufti of Lahore, a Pope, the President of the USA, or the Supreme Swami? Oh, please make it E. Wally Bay's thinking about E. Dumb and Dumber, just put in E. You can't go wrong with the Supreme Swami. It's like a pizza with curry on it. Yeah, that's right. It's the Pope. 74 people getting it right. Who was the fastest? Justin getting in quick there, 1.3, 96 points. But a lot of people getting 96 points for that one. Easiest question of the night, 100% strike rate. This one could be a little harder. Which chess piece is known as Springer in German? We're after a chess piece known as Springer in German. Is it the bishop, the king, the knight, the pawn, or the rook for the points? 25 teams are in already. Springer. A few people taking their time. Yes, 53 people getting the right answer. It is the knight because it springs over other pieces whenever required. Someone wanting to see, yeah, it's Glennis again with the fastest there, 1.4 seconds on the clock. Well done. With what sport do you associate the Australian Jeff Hunt? Surely it's hunting. Athletics, golf, gymnastics, lawn bowls, squash, or tennis. Jeff Hunt. Australian sportsman, anyone? 15 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds. We're just waiting on 2 teams now. 2 teams to get in. It is squash. He was one of the greatest squash players in history, Jeff Hunt. How far back we don't know. A while ago. He's definitely retired now. 46 people getting the... and Darren wants to see the fastest on that one. It's Dog and Parrot the Spickles. 1.5 seconds on the clock. Next question. How many road lanes are on this bridge? And will they be firing fireworks off it this year? Apparently they are, but I don't think you'll be able to gather. It'll just be get stuck in traffic and watch from your car for a while. How many road lanes are on this big bridge? If you head north, it's free. South, you've got to pay money. 4 lanes, 6, 8 or 10? Famous bridge. The quietest it's ever been this year, I'd say. The bridge. Average goes in Noosa. They probably don't venture over this bridge too often. 42 people getting it right. It is 8. So originally there were 6 road lanes built back in 1958. They had a couple of tram tracks. And then they turned those into additional lanes, giving a total of 8 road lanes. Then you've got the train lanes down the side. So it is 8. What did most people go for Sydney Harbour? Yeah, so 6 was the original when it was first built, but then it became 8. 10, that's too big. Aldebaran is the brightest star in which constellation of the zodiac? Star signs: Aries, Cancer, Taurus, or Virgo. Aldebaran is the brightest star in which constellation? Aldebaran. Ten seconds on the clock. Astrid used to graffiti the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Wally Bain. Elf from the Snart Tarks. The leaders from last week, 30 people getting it right. It is Taurus, massive red giant star in the constellation of Taurus. Who was quick on that one? It's Hakuna. One question to go for this round. It's not music. It looks like we're into geography. Have a look at your screens there. What city is the arrow pointed at? Anyone from WA playing tonight? What city is the arrow pointing at? Broome, Exmouth, Kalbarri, or Port Hedland? Broome, Exmouth, Kalbarri, or Port Hedland? Question for our WA players tonight. We've got 5 seconds on the clock. Glennis wants fastest again. Noosa was slow. Only 25 people getting it right. The correct answer is Port Hedland. Facing sort of north, isn't it? Tweed getting the fastest time. With 92 points. That brings us to the end of this round. Who's it going to be? The round winners joining the Hall of Fame. It's the Butterfly Club. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. I'll send you out some candy. Just send me a self-stamped address envelope and I'll send it out to you. The Butterfly Club. Well done. 865. Let's see how that round looked. The round was very close in second. My name is also named Bort. And New Zealand, the Trans-Tasmans, in third place. So that's how it looks. Shall we look at the overall scores? I don't think so. I think we're just going to get into round 7 and find out who the winner is at the end of this round. Let me just have a quick squiz. Oh, it looks very close. Yes, I can tell you now, it's not the Eltham Hotel that are leading this trivia. I can just tell you that. It's very close trivia, but we're just going to get into round 7 and find a winner. Is everyone ready for the final round? Just tell me. Just let me know. Okay, fine. Let's just get into it anyway. Last round, ladies and gentlemen, it's 100 points for the correct answer. Maximum minus 20 points for incorrect answer. The points will reduce as the clock counts down. No one's using Googles for answers. We're playing a clean, fair trivia tonight. Here we go. First question for the last round. Who was Eric Weisers better known as? Eric Wise? 30 seconds on the clock. Charlie Chaplin, David Copperfield, Siegfried Fischbacher, Harry Houdini, or the Great Soprendo? Remember, you can have a sip of your beverage whenever I pronounce something wrong, like Eric Weiss. 10 seconds on the clock now. Wally Bay's in. Average Joe, Red Bank Tavern. 2 seconds on the clock. Getting quick. We need an answer. One team missing out. 49 people getting the correct answer. Eric Wise was Harry Houdini. Well done for those that did get it right. Which group of players were banned from the US Major League Baseball from 1952 to 1992? History and sport, and perhaps a bit of politics here. They were banned from US Major League, so they were able to play it up to 1952. And then they went, you know what? We don't like your kind playing baseball. African Americans, North Koreans, Hispanic, under 18s, homosexuals, or women are your choices. A group banned from US Major League Baseball between 1952 and 1992. Oh no, Glenn, we've lost Glennis to the storm. 32 people getting it right. It was Madonna and Tom Hanks, I believe, in Major League. Was that the game? Was that the movie? The movie? So it was women banned back in 1952, right up to 1992. Incredible. And only 32 people getting it right. Because there's no crying in baseball, says Keenan. So I think we've lost a few people due to the storm. I'm not sure. Okay, we're back. Which three of these African countries has a population greater than 100 million people? It's another anthropology question. Which three of these African countries has a population greater than 100 million? We need three answers. Algeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, Kenya, Nigeria, or Sudan are your options. Choose three, hit submit. We've got 17 seconds on the clock. Yeah, that's it, Fiona. Thank you. A League of Their Own. Tom Hanks, Madonna, and that brunette. That was a good movie. Is Tom Hanks still in quarantine in the Gold Coast? No, they've been out today. Oh, that's good. 68 people getting it right. 6 people didn't get in. I'm curious to see how you went. So ECB or CEB is the correct answer. 231 points goes to Pasco. And the HQ Tavern, 225 points. Glennis in there as well after losing connectivity. The Snark Tarts are there as well. Dog and Parrot. When I last looked, the Snark Tarts weren't leading, but this could change. And we're going to the next question now. Hopefully. And now I'm frozen. Do I have a storm here? I have actually frozen, ladies and gentlemen. It is not allowing me to get out of this screen. I'm just going to go try and refresh the screen here. It is not letting me. What's someone done? What's happened? It is not letting me go. Hopefully I don't have to reboot the actual trivia here. But I am stuck on... We are stuck on that screen at this stage. Pressing it again, unless I've lost keyboard, but no, I don't think so. It's either keyboard or it's... So your buzzer has frozen, Fran. We've been hacked! Keen is saying we win. Not sure what's going on here. I think we've had some storm weather. Yes, I've just lost the chat. The chat is back. Not sure if it's keyboard factor or what. Just hang 5 waiting for the computer to decide to work. Here we go. We're back. Here we go. We're back in. Who read the athlete's oath at the Sydney 2000 Olympics? Is everyone here? Someone's evil plan. Dazza. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Who read the athlete's oath at the Sydney 2000 Olympics? Kathy Freeman, Andrew Gaze, Rochelle Hawkes, Matt Shervington. Seconds on the clock. Speckles, I might have missed out there. Only 17 people getting it. Yeah, not many people thought of Rochelle Hawkes of Albany, Western Australia. Born back in 1967. What's the sport? The Hockey Roos, the women's hockey team. She read the athlete's oath at the Sydney 2000 Olympics. Well done to the teams that did actually get that one. Who is she? I just told you, right? Women's hockey team. She was the captain. And yeah, the Hockey Roos were very successful back in that era. In which Australian city was the Argus newspaper published between 1846 and 1957? The Argus, let's do a lap of Australia. Is it Adelaide, Brisbane, Hobart, Melbourne? Out of lockdown, kind of. Perth or Sydney? The Argus, anyone? I don't believe, no, it's not in circulation anymore. No, it stopped in 1957, as it says on your screens there. 10 seconds on the clock. We've still got a lot of teams to get their answers in. Average Joe's, Dumb and Dumber. Rosebud. Rosebud. Everyone's in. 36 people getting it right. Most getting it wrong, though. The Argus was a Melbourne paper established in 1846. Closed in 1957. Was considered to be the general Australian newspaper of record for that period. To the phobias now. Here's our Halloween question. Pyrophobia is the fear of what? Fire, plastic, skyscrapers, or thunder? Pyrophobia. Norrie wants to see the fastest. 73 people in. Let's see if my keyboard's working. Yes, it is. It's Justin, not Murray on that one. That is the fastest of the night, though. 1.15 seconds. 97 points. And the Hakuna Matata getting the 97 points as well. Very quick on the screen there. Next question. We're getting close to the end of this trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Apart from cognac and lemon juice, what else goes into a sidecar? Glennis, there's your fourth drink. We've just helped you out. Cognac and lemon juice. But hang on. We need to work out what else goes into a sidecar. A passenger, surely. Bourbon, egg white. Oh, no. I really hope it's not B. Triple sec or vodka. Ten seconds. Has anyone rushed to the bar? Quickly have a look. Grabbing their cocktail books out now. If it's B, I'll never have one. Oh, look at that split field, 37 apiece. It's triple sec, classic cocktail, the sidecar, 3 ingredients. It was created during World War I, celebrating the motorcycle sidecar. Well, interesting. And only 37 people getting it. We want to see how fast we were. Dogging for the speckles there, 95, and Taste the Rainbow, Taste the Sidecar from World War I. Shakespeare now. Which of these Shakespeare plays is actually set in Denmark? Hamlet, King Lear, Macbeth, Othello, or Tragedy by ABBA? Or is it the Bee Gees? It's the Bee Gees. Definitely the Bee Gees. Which of these Shakespeare plays is set in Denmark? Hamlet, King Lear, Macbeth, Othello, or Tragedy? Useless Chicks, Tassie Girls. 54 people getting it right. It was Hamlet. Anyone quick? Frosty Peas like to be quick on that one. And the Spickles are there as well. This is going to be a very close finish. We have 2 questions to go, ladies and gentlemen. Deborah Winger and Richard Gere co-starred in which 1982 film? An Officer and a Gentleman, Missing, Poltergeist, or Sophie's Choice? Dumber and Dumber. It's just them. They've got 10 seconds on the clock. Take your time. Use the 10 seconds. People want the fastest on that one. It was An Officer and a Gentleman. 1982 it came out. Who was quick on that one? Tallabudgera. All the way from Tallabudgera. I believe there's a lot of rain out in Tallabudgera. Chatswood Hills Tavern. Is this Chatswood, Sydney, or is this Chatswood, Victoria, or Queensland? I have no idea. Nick's very fast on that one as well. There's a lot of people quick with An Officer and a Gentleman. Classic 1982 movie. This is the last question, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to turn up your stereo and mute my mic as we listen to the very last song for the very last question of the night. I just want to have a quick squiz at the scores. So the top score at the moment is 4,869. In second place, 4,826. And then we've got another team just below that. It is very close for first, second, third, and fourth, ladies and gentlemen. This question kind of matters. Are you ready for it? I'll take that silence as a yes. We are ready for the question. Here we go. Last question. What's the next line of this song?
Chances are you're sitting here in this bar 'cause he ain't gonna treat you right. Well, it's probably not my place, but I'm gonna say it anyway. 'Cause you look like you hadn't felt the fire, had a little fun, hadn't had a smile in a little while, baby.
20 seconds on the clock. Five seconds now. Of course, it was the man that we started the night with. It was Keith Urban, and that song is Blue Ain't Your Color. Last line you heard is, hadn't had a smile in a little while, baby. So the next line is, blue looks good on the sky. Really? That's the lyrics? Well, only 18 people getting that one, so not too many Keith Urban fans. Let's see who was quick with the Keith Urban. We do have the Spickles, 93 points. May need those points to nudge in, or maybe not. Taste the Rainbow, 90 points with Twee, 335 days a year. That brings us to the end of tonight's trivia, ladies and gentlemen, the end of round 7. Time now to rate your experience. This goes back to headquarters, letting them know if the trivia is on par with what you're after. There is talk of maybe wrapping it up by the end of the year, but that'd be a big boom. But as people are heading back into the venues, they're looking at not using the online trivia as much. Maybe it can become a once a month thing, who knows? But at this stage, we're still getting a lot of people playing. Useless Chicks, they've left the building. Fastest for Glennis. Rate your experience for tonight's trivia, combined with how you think you went. I think everyone's in, so thanks very much for that. As we go down and look at the final scores now for tonight's trivia, I've actually gone back to the start of the trivia. Are we going to start again? Does anyone want to start again? I don't think so. It is scoreboard time, ladies and gentlemen. Before I bring it up, though, let's just do a quick thank yous. And hopefully it's Darren and Josh's names on this final thank you screen, because it never seems to be them, even though they host it. So, of course, tonight's trivia was brought to you by Time Out Entertainment, Visual Sounds, all the partner pubs and clubs. We need to thank them. The game show crew, the host, Darren and Josh, who'll be here next week on your screens. And Brad and Lockie are out there trying to get us back in venues, and the graphic designer, Emily Martin, and all the people that write the questions as well, which I have absolutely nothing to do with, of course, for very, very good reason. So let's have a look now at the actual final scores. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring it back over to it. It was very close. We have no idea who our winners were, but we're about to find out our top 3. Here it is now. In first, it's Dog and Panda Spickle Start Pass in second, and the Space Cadets in Canberra in third place. Look at that, it's very close. About 100 points in it. Told you it was a close finish. So we've got a new winner. It was the runners-up from last week are now our winners, and our winners from last week are now our runner-uppers. And in third place, it's the Space Cadets. Let's have a look where everyone else is situated. 4 free quotes. Thanks to the Rainbow. TI and IT, look at that, neck and neck. Unbelievable. How do they do it? Hillside Tavern, We Are Family are back. Hope Island, Calandra RSL, Red Bank, 3 minutes for blocking, Halls of Trivia, Ginandera, Red Bank, good evening. Parkwood Tavern, hello. Triviala, Newton Johns. The Melbourne Hotel, Shifty on Sax, and the Test Eagles play tonight. Not So Smarticus. Next episode this Sunday will be released. Hey Susie, Fluff and Stuff, School of Rona, Wally Bay, we'll see you on a Monday. Corona Kids with the Lemon, Big Kev play, Dumb and Dumber, Tassie Girls. Where the evokers end up. Here it is for you. So thanks very much for playing, everyone. Lovely to be a part of the Wednesday night entertainment. Hopefully you're all doing well and staying dry during the storms. And hello to all the Victorians that have finally made it through that second pandemic. Fantastic for you guys and fantastic for the country of Australia. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you all on Smarticus very soon, or back here for a Wednesday night QuizXpress.